Hey everyone, it's the Marvelously Morbid podcast. I'm Sylvia.
And this is Matissa.
And how the hell are you guys?
How are you, Sylvia?
I'm doing well. I went to therapy today, as you know.
Because I also went to therapy today.
Together. Forever. Matissa and I are going to morph into the same person eventually. We're just trying to do it slowly over time so as not to alarm anyone.
Yeah, we showed up to group therapy today with matching outfits.
All we wear is gray or black.
Black.
Yep, gray or black, so we don't stand out in a crowd. So, so we can fit in with anyone.
Yeah.
At any time. And, just to reflect our shining, bubbly personalities. But anyway, therapy was great. Love all the people in our little group setting. We're not going to talk any more about that in detail because we don't want to violate HIPAA.
And we want to keep everything confidential.
And we don't want to be sued.
We
don't even live in the U.S. I'm just kidding. No, we are in the U.S. We're somewhere in Kentucky. So just, use your imaginations. It's not even really it's not even a room so much as just the top of a mountain. We just go. The other members of the group therapy are just wild
They're not
hill
even real?
people. No, they're not even real. They're just in our imaginations. And while we're up on a hill somewhere in Kentucky or Alabama. Maybe we don't even live in Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't know. We said we were from Eastern Kentucky. We didn't say where we are currently.
There are lots of eastern parts in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And also other parts that are not so eastern. And maybe we're in one of those. I'm on a tangent. But how was your day?
It was great. Therapy.
Was it great? Your hair looks nice.
Thank you. It always looks nice.
Well, I mean, of course. Come on.
But thank you, though. Okay, now she's after me.
So my dog is. Let me paint a visual picture here. My dog, who's 6 pounds, is trampling Matissa's notes currently, and not that we use notes. It's all from memory.
With a stingray, she has a little stuffed stingray that she's wanting me to take from her, but then she won't let you.
Tell us if anyone else's dogs are like this. They want to play. She's literally putting the toy on her leg and then running off.
When I reach for it, she's running. Yeah,
because that's how she is. She learned it from me.
And she's destroying it now.
She's destroying it, and we're just going to walk all over. Welcome to Marvelously Morbid, where we talk about dogs and play crumpling. It's like ASMR. We're just going to crumple paper then. We're going to crumple paper, talk about dogs. She might growl. That's how it's going. But anyway, this week, well, no, I think we're posting 2 episodes in a week. This day is Matissa's turn to talk about something morbid. We've decided we're going to do 1 episode where I talk, 1 episode where she talks. We have very limited attention spans, and we just assume that of everyone else. And now my dog's growling at her.
me. Okay.
So if you hear what sounds like the world's tiniest motorboat, just ignore it.
It is Aster.
And now I'm going to give Matissa the floor, which is hilarious because we're literally
sitting on the floor. Okay.
Because we're made of money and professional. Okay.
Okay, today I'm going to be talking about Towers of Silence.
Ooh.
That's the Western word for it, but it's actually called Dakhmas. Dakhma. And it's a circular race structure built by Zoroastrians and used for funerary purposes. So the bodies are laid on top and exposed to the sun, wind, and birds who eat the flesh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like something I want to do.
I think it sounds more enjoyable than what we do here in the U.S.
Which is pump people full of chemicals and then put them in the ground so the chemicals seep into the ground.
Yeah, so that is just very strange to me.
It is. So, Towers of Silence.
This makes much more sense.
It's kind of beautiful in a way. Towers of Silence. It sounds much better than rotting in the ground. Okay.
Yes, it does.
But go ahead.
Okay. Just a little back information on the religion. Zoroastrianism, it's one of the world's oldest religions, so it predates Islam and Christianity.
Oh, wow.
And it was founded by Prophet Zoroaster in ancient Iran around 3,500 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It was a very powerful religion for about 1,000 years and was the official religion of Persia from 600 BCE to 650 CE. But now it's one of the world's smallest religions. I don't know the exact number. I probably should have.
If anyone knows, tell us. Email us the exact number.
But yeah, very small.
dare you.
Very small. Okay. And Zoroastrians believe that dead bodies are impure, and decomposition is traditionally viewed as the work of a demon. So as soon as a body is dead, like you take your last breath, a demon takes over.
Snatches you?
Oh yeah, swiftly. It gets you.
A demon just snatches you right out of your bed and throws you in the air. Okay, yeah. Got it. I love it. I want this to happen.
That would be exciting, wouldn't it?
It would be exciting. Okay. That'd wake you up. Well, no, not if you're dead. Okay, I digress.
You're dead. And the body's unclean, impure. So in order not to contaminate like other people or elements like fire, water, earth, and air, the funeral customs are based around limiting contact with that. So traditionally, like cremation's frowned upon because contaminating fire, and if a burial, it's contaminating the earth.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that, yeah. So it's basically like, you're unclean, get the hell out of here.
Yes. Which I totally,
yeah.
Other than the unclean and then demon part, I can't really get behind that, but
no.
Just as an ecologically friendly way to dispose of bodies.
It sounds very
I can get
hip.
behind.
Very hipster, these
They would love it. Okay. So the body's final rites are at the Dakhma, but prior to this, there's a viewing and washing of the body so your family and friends can see you.
Well, that's lovely.
But I think it was like within a day, you usually go to the tower.
So, within 24 hours and you're on that tower, okay? We don't want to wash you and get you the hell out.
Yeah. So after that, the body is handed over to professional corpse bearers. So only certain people can handle the corpses, and they have to like clean themselves afterwards and do.
Okay, so they don't contaminate themselves. Well,
yes,
that makes
and only those people are allowed in the towers.
Okay, all right. Very exclusive. Sorry.
Yes. So then they're laid atop the Dakhma. All the towers are similar in design, with the roof being flat, but the perimeter is slightly higher than the center. I guess so the body parts and stuff can just slide down into the pit.
So it's like a shallow bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge well in the middle for the bones to fall in.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, the outward area is higher up, and then you can definitely hear her growling.
Don't start, Aster. Don't start.
She's staring.
Yell at her. Write us and yell at the dog. No. Okay. I'm just kidding. Just don't yell at us. I don't care who you yell at, just not us. But anyway.
Okay. So the roof is divided into 3 rings. So men are arranged on the outer ring, women are in the middle, and then children are in the innermost. I'm pretty sure there's I know there's a reason behind that, but I didn't research it either. Well, maybe I read it. But
that's okay, because I'm just going to make it up right now. Maybe it's because the men's bodies are bigger, and then the women's are smaller, and then the children's are smaller, so they decompose faster.
Okay.
And that's a total fact. Write that down, people. Don't write that down. That's probably not right. But if it is, then I knew it all along.
Okay. So once the bones have been stripped of flesh, and before vultures kind of did, which I'll get into later.
Yeah.
There's a problem with like 99% of the vulture population in India being wiped out.
That squeaking is also my dog.
Take the toy.
We're having a dog.
We're having some problems. She has drugged so many toys into my lap, and now she's.
I thought you were going to say she's drugged. I was like, what?
Wait, dragged?
She's drugged.
Is dragged the proper?
No.
Dragged, toys?
Dragged or drugged? Let
it's
us
probably
know.
dragged.
Someone let us know.
I think it's dragged.
English professors, if any of you listen, just let us know.
It's not drugged. I'm wrong.
And she's not drugged. We didn't drug my dog. We only drug ourselves with legal drugs.
Legal drugs.
Such as Clonopin.
This is
my best friend. Just
Xanax. Okay. Okay, where was I? Yeah, once the bodies have been stripped of flesh, and then I was talking about the vulture problem. But
Yes.
before, they could be stripped within an hour. Like, it would take an hour. So many vultures would just descend on them. But then they would have to wait. Did it say, I can't remember how long it would take for the sun to bleach
the bones.
Bleach the bones. And, you know, the wind and the weather, you know, the rain.
The wind and the weather and the rain. There's a song in there, but I don't have the energy.
But once this happens, the bones are collected in an ossuary pit at the center of the tower. So,
I gotcha. So kind of like that shoot at Waverly Hills where they just threw the bodies down and they all piled.
yeah, but I think once they, I think someone comes and knocks them down. That would make sense, right? Yeah.
And then their bones.
And then the bones down into the middle. So then there's a central well, and it goes down into the base of the tower. And then at the base, there are filter layers of sandstone, sand, and charcoal. So the fluids and rainwater that collect in the well are filtered by the layers. And in wet climates, the gardens surrounding the towers absorb the filtered water. And then in some of the drier climates, I think they just kind of are left there in the pit to disintegrate, the powdery.
They just fell in the pit.
Yeah,
they fell in the pit. Okay. And then we're just going to leave them and grind them into powder and then bake them in a cake. I hope that's not true.
Dakhmas can be found in Iran and India, and though they were declared a health hazard and illegal in the 70s in Iran, so I think those that are left are now anyone is allowed inside to view them. Mm-hmm. Well, there are no dead bodies anymore.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Are there any remnants?
Well, I don't know if there would be in the pit because
I don't know. That's what I was
the 70s,
wondering.
40 some years ago. I don't know how long it takes for the bones to totally.
I don't know. We're also not scientists.
I don't know. But it's still legal in India.
It's legal?
Yeah.
Oh. So are they still doing this?
Yes. I mean, it's not as common.
Okay. Because there are so fewer. Okay. I've got you. I'm on board.
There, Celia.
I'm a little slow.
Yeah, it's still legal in India. There's actually one right outside of Mumbai. It's on a 54-acre plot that's surrounded by trees and like forest to try to attract the,
vultures.
There aren't that many, but they're trying to attract vultures. So in the past 20 years, India's vulture population has decreased because of urbanization.
Oh.
And the use of a livestock drug that proved toxic to vultures. So it pretty much wiped out their entire population there. It was banned in 2006.
Oh, no.
But by that time, 95% of the vulture population had been wiped out.
I wonder if they're coming back. Hopefully. I don't know. We're not ecologists.
Without vultures, they've started using solar concentrators to keep the heat on the bodies.
Oh, okay.
Try to make them decompose faster. But during like monsoon season, that's overcast and there's not much sun, and the solar concentrators can only, focus on a few bodies at a time. So if there are like a bunch of bodies in there, it's not going to get rid of all of them. So now the bodies are taking longer to be stripped of flesh. Like I said before, it used to take just a couple of hours, but now it can take weeks. So they're just...
They're just chilling up there decomposing.
Yes, and one of the towers was actually closed because it was visible from high rises.
Oh my God.
Like you could, like I said, it takes weeks for these bodies. So you could, from your apartment, you could see these bodies slowly
Like, you go out on the patio, you want to get some fresh air.
Oh, and air purifiers were installed because the smell was so bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you are walking out on your patio and you're like, oh, the smell of death.
Well, you're probably going to get a really good deal on that apartment. If you can stand,